cooked chicken slash where on earth are all these chickens coming from prank. Honestly guys, this farm works best in the corner of a base. Now obviously if this is the base of your friend, it doesn't really have a pretty base, but anyway, that's not the point. This of course is a stair, this is planks, it can be any wood, just make sure it's camouflaged. Then this is the actual system, and oh my god, what on earth is shenanigans? Oh my god, okay. So this is optimized to work in the corner of your friend's base. At least that's how I set it up. Of course, with a little bit of modification, this can just work flush. But yeah, to keep it simple, just do it in a corner. Now this is the actual machine itself. I did have to put some more glass because the lava somehow managed to burn the wood. Anyway, now this is pretty much it. It's very simple. Basically, we have loads of chickens who lay eggs into this dispenser, and this one will see how many items are in there, and when there are a specific amount of eggs in there, the signal strength will be strong enough to power this block, deactivating the redstone torch, making the piston pull this observer down. Now to show you, let me actually pretend like I'm chickens. You see, it's very quick. So there, as you see, it goes down and it waits until there is almost no eggs left and that the signal strength isn't strong enough to deactivate this redstone torch to push this out of the way, and yeah, the clock stops. So this is how we continuously feed this with eggs, and as you see, that's where the chickens go. And once they grow up, their head will touch the lava, they will die, and their stuff will be cooked, and it will be picked up by this hopper and put into this chest. That's the simple thing. Now if you don't want to do this as a prank, all you need to do is just break these blocks. You don't need them for the prank, so if you don't want to do the prank. So yeah, this is it without the prank. And also there's a little lever here behind, which basically makes it so that even if they are absolute thousands of eggs and that the torch is deactivated, this will override and tell it to not shoot, in case you don't want to have this continuous sound. So you can just power the piston so that it won't shoot. So yeah, and this small circuit here, all it does is it disassembles your farm, and instead of having the stair, all of a sudden it's just a hole, meaning that these eggs will be shot out. Here, to give you an example, let's fill this up all the way to the brim with eggs, and normally when there are no chickens there it works, except that right now, because there are chickens, the chickens are actually being hit by it, which is also a reason why you should use override. By doing this, you let the chickens grow up, you let them die, and then when there are no chickens in that space, you can then put it back to automatic and let it shoot out of the farm. Once there are no more chickens inside of this killing chamber and that your dispenser is fully loaded, set it back to automatic and it will just shoot out. Now in the case of my friend on the Neutopia server, he had a wall here. So as you see, it shoots against the wall, and occasionally some chickens will just go back in there, but they won't actually ever manage to. So yeah, this is very cool. After a while you can flood the base of your friend with loads of chickens, and yeah, this is very rapid with refilling. So yeah, now this isn't crazy fast, but this is quite fast. Now they will all be attracted back there, but that's not really a concern, because anyway, once we close these, they will be forced to come out here. Now just because they can go out means that they'll just go around the building, but of course you have to make it enclosed so that the chickens who are here won't be able to pathfind back to that dispenser. Yeah, otherwise they'll just get stuck in the system. So yeah, that's pretty much the only things you have to note. Now let's start building it. For building this thing, this is pretty much the minimum stuff necessary. Now you might need more things like more repeaters and more redstone, because what I did on the Neotopia server is instead of having the lever here, I just had a long trail of redstone going to my base, and then here was the lever to activate it, so that from my base I could control his farm, which is an interesting idea, might I say. But yeah, for that design all you need is this. Now oak planks, this doesn't have to be oak, this can be anything, so it's for the stairs. Chickens, there is no exact number, just know that if you put too many chickens, entity cramming will start killing them, and your dispenser will be dispensing feathers and raw chicken, which isn't very helpful because it's not going to cook and it's just going to burn in the lava. So yeah, I would say stop somewhere close to entity cramming level. For step number 1, go to your friend's base. Now note that this block is just a scaffolding block for me. So find a corner, this can be right or left, doesn't matter. It seriously just doesn't matter. Then all you need to do, put 2 chests like this, put a stair like that, then put a hopper, a slab, and a dispenser which is facing into that slab. This is step number 1. Step number 2 is just doing a sort of U like this, a U around that slab, bringing it up 1 more level, 2 levels, and then here just placing 1 more block to form this 1 gap. Step number 3 is placing a hopper like this and like this. Now I'm using the Vanilla Tweaks resource pack, but this should give you an idea of how to place them. Next, bring on both sides 3 out, and then put temporary block and then 1 more. Bring this all 1 higher up, like this. Leave this chamber on its own, and then here place just 1 block, so that everywhere on top of these hoppers there are glass walls of 2 blocks high. Next step, just go here and place the lava. And yeah, step number 3. Step number 4 is gonna be also quite simple. Just put a comparator out of that dispenser. Do like this, bring a redstone over, then here place a block with a torch, and here you can place a lever. Step number 5 is gonna be placing the clock. Just go like this, 2 out with a observer. Break this one, you can break this temporary block, place another observer. As you'll see, they'll lock into this awkward match. Then just put a piston here and this will push it up, and then when the signal strength will be strong enough, it will deactivate the torch, pulling this back down, making the hopper clock work. And then once there are enough items dispensed, this will be pushed back up. Yeah, very simple. Step number 6 is very simple. All you've got to do is fill this chamber up with chickens. Now if you've got loads of chicken eggs, this is great. If you have somehow access to chicken spawn eggs, even better, just keep filling it. And I would say stop around about now, because as soon as there's 1 death, there will be multiple deaths as they run into each other. Now the farm is technically done. This is all. This is the farm bit. If you don't want to prank your friends, just leave it at this. Maybe just fill in this so that it's nice and pretty, and yeah, you got yourself a working farm. But if you want to troll your friends, move on to step 6. Step number 7. Break this block here, then place 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here to create this small little platform. Then place 2 pistons pointing that way. Now these, I would suggest refilling them, otherwise the chickens will repathfind to the dispenser. Next, place 2 redstone repeaters, 2 redstone dots, and 1 lever. Now the first time you'll flick this, it will not change anything, but it will stick to those blocks, and then when you pull it again, it will dismantle the whole chicken farm, allowing the dispenser to shoot out only if there are no more chickens left in the killing chamber. If you want your farm to stay on, all you've got to do is keep this powered. And that is it, guys. You have finished this pranking machine. Now, if you might have noticed, but these chickens don't do any noise for me. That's because I go into settings and have deactivated friendly creature sounds, because otherwise yep, I think that was quite self-explanatory. All I've got to do is press escape, options, music and sounds, friendly creatures. Normally it should be set 100%, bring it all the way down to off. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If you liked this episode and think this farm is useful, please leave a like. If you intend to do this farm in any of your videos, please leave a link to this video in the description of your video. See you next time.